good, BRL? I'm born to fly, weekend affairs, family, all that. And for those who are new to me, I go by jSO. This webisode is going to be different. It's actually going to be a new series I'm going to do. BRL battle reviews. You know, this is my way to contribute back to the BRL league, especially since I don't live, you know, in South Carolina. Shoot, I don't even live down south anymore, so I really can't contribute how I would want to contribute. So I figure I'll be the official / unofficial review guy for the BRL. Let's get into it. This is not going to be for every single battle. It's only going to be for battles that I feel like are really, really close and are debatables. The only time I'll do like a body bag or something that's clearly, you know, it's a clear winner, is if people want it. Tell me you want me to review it and see what I think about it, I'll do it. But for the most part, it's going to be all close battles. And if you want a quick review, this isn't one to watch, because I'm gonna pretty much break it down why I think who won it, or whatever. So I figured I'd start with Apollo versus SPADE. This was a super, super, super close battle, man. I watched it like 4 times. I finally have the winner, pretty much. I mean, it was so close that I had to break it down into point systems, and I'm gonna let y'all know how I do my point systems. I do my point system like street ball. And for the most part with street ball, everything counts as 1 point. I've seen some reviewers, they give 2 points, 3 points here, but I think that's kind of unfair to do, because what may be a 3-pointer to you isn't really a 3-pointer to somebody else, and vice versa. So I put everything on a 1-point scale, and pretty much who has the most points pretty much wins that round, or yeah, wins the round. And I only do this for like if it's super, 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 super close. Like that's how usually how I score a battle when I can't really decide off of just me watching it. Because you know, some battles you can watch and it's clear who won. Like I'm gonna break down each round what the point system was, and then even give you even more reasons why I feel like the person won to back up how I feel. Started off. I even took my notes and all that, you know. So let's start it off. SPADE versus Apollo. I'm gonna say who I think won last. So we're gonna go through. I'm gonna do the first round, and then I'm gonna do the third round. Cause I feel like the first round and the third round are clear who won those rounds, but the second to me is where it lies. So we go to the first round.
Damn! I said go!
The first round, I give it to SPADE. When I did the point system, SPADE was cooking. Like SPADE was not playing that first round. Like the first round was 19 SPADE and 10 Apollo. So that shows you like SPADE was cooking from the jump. And I'm gonna break it down why. I feel like Apollo, he kind of set himself up in the first round to not win, because like when you say stuff, when they go for the coin toss and you do stuff like yo, or like start rapping, or like nah, I'm going first, you already set the tone, so people are gonna expect you to come out the gate like swinging. Like I expected that. And to me, Apollo, he didn't really start. He had some liners, but he didn't really start cooking until like he got about 2/3 into his round. Like his first third of the round, he was saying some clever things, and it was like the joint he said about the pick and locks. That was cool. The your star at risk asterisk. I'm gonna rob him and let him be scared. Like those were all cool lines, but they weren't like that. Like come out the gate swinging like that. They were all really, really cool. But then when he started getting to the line about the chair get lifted bar mitzvah, that's when he started cooking the rest of the round. Like he had bars all throughout there. Like I think most of his points came from that round. I mean, you got the bar mitzvah line, the apartment like a nosy neighbor. The dopest line he said in this whole round to me was,
tell him just cause his name's SPADE don't mean he gonna trump shit, so he better run when I break out the medal on some Forrest Gump shit.
Fire. Now that was fire. But he was cooking, from then on. But like I said, when you say you're gonna go first, you gotta come out swinging, or it's not gonna hit as hard. And on the flip side, SPADE came out gunning. SPADE was not playing that first round. Like the thing about SPADE is, even his slogan has a bar in it, and I give him a point for that alone, because his slogan just, my action. He figured I'd be someone to toy with. Like I even heard somebody in the back go, because I think the slogan is so new that I don't think everybody has heard it before and knows that he, that's the slogan. So when they hear it, they figure it's a bar. But SPADE came out swinging. And another thing about SPADE is, to me, he won off camera in general, but he won even more because he had a good bit of bars that I don't think too many people caught in the room. Like, your weak lines won't pass. I'm a bar barrier. That's crazy. Like, a barrier can't pass it. You pretty much get it. But I'm just saying, I thought that was crazy. But it didn't get any reaction in the room. But the bar barrier, what's another over the headline? I'll class you, disappear, as in your peer, like the person that you like your peer, pretty much. I disappear, and that was when I went over heads. Every round going over heads, like I threw a disc up here. I thought that was crazy too. I'm not saying it went over people's heads or people didn't catch it, but I feel like it didn't get the response it deserved. I thought those lines was crazy. He'll drown in his blood. Docs will feed him in a tube, as in an inner tube that you on a water slide with. That's crazy. And those were just the lines that like went over heads and didn't hit. Nobody really heard like that. And those were crazy. But I mean, on top of that, he had bars for days. I mean, the bar to bar, I'm airing you niggas. Get rid of him. He's transparent. The whole disappear thing. Even though Chilla did do it, I feel like he did it really well. I just felt like he did it really good. And then especially when he ended it, like he get hit so swiftly, you would think he disappeared. Crazy. And then another thing that won the battle, the parallels and the parallel. That Apollo has 2 L's in his name. Let me pair the L's like.
Nigga, your end is near. That's something you need to know very well. Just because they lined us up does not mean that we parallel. I came for a body, but even chill. I came for a body. But even if it's 2 to 1, that's still a pair of L's. Wait, that's wordplay without trying. Because if y'all can go back and spell shit well, you'll see it was meant for him to lose back to back. It's in his name, Apollo. I'm just here to pair the L's.
That sold it for me. So I definitely give Spade the first round. Like I said, it was Apollo 10 to Spade's 19. So I give the first round to Spade.
Y'all better make noise at appropriate times.
The third round. The third round, I have to give it to Apollo. Chill.
Chill. Chill, baby. Chill.
Chill. I give it to Apollo 14 to Spades 11. Apollo's cookie jar. Rebuttal.
With them rookie balls, I give you a headshot and smack your bitch. Well, in layman terms, I'm gonna open your lid and put my hand in the cookie jar.
I think that's the line that put him a little bit over. Honestly, I think that really is the line that put him over in round 3. Because, I mean, bar-wise, they definitely was even. And the thing about Apollo, too, is he's real charismatic. Like, he says stuff that really isn't supposed to be a punch or even supposed to make you feel some type of way, nod or nothing. But he just delivers it with the charisma, and you be like, word, alright. Or like for instance, the Spade do this. Let him know he getting cooked right now. It wasn't really a metaphor, but he just said it with so much charisma that everybody just said it with him because it was just mad funny. But he still had bars, regardless. Like, I mean, the Matador Bull letting nose ring, crazy. And then I like how he attacked him personally. Like he was using Spade's personals against him, but he presented it in a punchline, metaphor scheme type way, rather than just saying like, "You took a nigga rap. We supposed to believe you?" Nah, but he flipped and was like, "You should be a tour guide. How you would take a nigga around? Like, that's dope when you do it like that, flipping that." And especially the line of his round, besides the cookie jar, of course, he had the ADD.
You got ADD, right? You got ADD? It's cool. I know it's hard to concentrate on one thing, but just because you got attention deficit disorder does not mean you're going to add shit to the culture.
Crazy. I thought that leaving with the Joker face. Shout out to you, Apollo. I thought that was crazy too. That was hot. I like that. And he had a slew of lines. Replacement ref, the without Olivia Pope. Somebody considered out of reach, but I thought it was okay. I liked it. That's why we equal for. I think he had some dope lines, definitely. And he had 14 to Spade's 10. Yeah, I don't think Spade's round was bad. It's just I think Apollo just had that much more. You know what it is? Apollo had more charisma in his round than Spade did. Like Spade was just getting to the point, just going at him metaphorically, going to his neck. But I feel like Apollo has that skill to switch off the killer mode and then switch off into charismatic swag on him. And I think that's what kind of put Apollo above him a little bit. Because like Spade, he has some dope bars. I mean, like, the apologies, die in the ring, like Apollo Creed, the material seems weak. The whole Kiki Shepard John. I came to interrupt your show when you see these hecklers. You act wrench. I got an active toolkit. If the Massachusetts, like, he has some dope stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think Spade came with it, but I just think Apollo's bars, not bars, but his round was just that much, a little bit better due to the charismatic he brought to it. Won that one, I feel like, clearly. Just them 2 haymakers he did, the rebuttal, and then the ADD thing, crazy, fire. So I give that round to Apollo, 14-11.
Round 2 for you, Apollo.
Second round, this is the deciding factor right here. And I have to give the second round to, drum roll, Chill. Chill. I gotta give it to Apollo, man. Apollo 18, Spades 15. They both were cooking in this one, but Apollo took it. Apollo took that, and let me tell you why. For one, being in a rebuttal, it already adds something to your round, being a rebuttal. And then Apollo's a smart guy, because the way I think he knows the way he writes. He knows he starts cooking once he gets that momentum in his rounds, and that's why he kept starting where he left off in the last round, because he he had a bunch more punches packed in that little bit of time. So what it does is, when he switches, when he starts from where he last left off, he starts with a whole bunch of punches, and it's just like boom, boom, they just landing. And then when he starts this next round, a little intermission time when he's kind of like building up, you still got all the punches that he just said to hold him over until he gets to the next set of punches. And he's a smart dude for doing that, because I mean, he came out the gate swinging, like stealing chiller bars. Usually the use the strap lesbian thing don't work for me. But the way he set it up, I thought was just crazy. It made it tighter. Like, stretching my muscle, lesbian couple, how I use the strap. Fire the way you put the inner multi in there. I like that. The behind the bars when you get in the sentence, break from acting, intermission, only a fraction of you will get that. And again, the charismatic point come with Apollo. I mean, the little whole thing about
Your family gonna be mad at me for this shit. Hey. Now I gotta go to his funeral. Now I gotta go to his funeral and listen to the pastor about this shit. Talk about how he was a good kid and just wanted to be a rapper or some shit. Wait till we view the body, walk up to the casket of this prick, and then die. Laughing at this bitch. Hey.
That was hilarious. Like, he has the charisma to do that. It's not necessarily like a punchline or even metaphor heavy, but it's funny as hell, you know what I mean? The flock to the coop, what's another joint? Take you out the hole, like the debit is paid. I don't think a lot of people caught that, because nobody said nothing. I thought that was crazy. Nose getting drugged, that's a dope line. Running at him with the arm out, that's a clothesline. Play it safe like foul triple. Apollo had a lot of stuff, man, in this round. That's why I had to give him 18. He got 18 points for all that. And like I said, Spade wasn't that much behind him. Especially the number 1 round he had.
So wait, you thought I would show up and lay down? What you took me for? Thought I was coming with sweet rounds? That's what cookies for. You never died? No!
Fire. The F him up underscores, crazy. I make discount for the small price. Stick him in his round, that's a sucker punch. Spade was banging. But I just feel like Apollo, again, he just had that little bit of edge with the charisma just over him. Like that tiny little bit. So I got to give that round to Apollo 18-14, man. And the battle goes to Apollo 2-1. Spade taking, the first round, and Apollo taking the last 2. And for those who can't see, I'm looking down because I took like notes of like each bar that I give points to. Like I'm saying, I really be looking at this stuff. I'm not just some slack. I know what I'm talking about, and I actually take. But I kept reading my notes and all that. That's how I judge these battles. So, yeah. So that's my review, man. I'm really looking forward to this Flawless versus Greedy. I'm ready for that. I'm gonna review that when it comes out. If you know, of course, if it lives up to the hype, to what it's been saying, you know, because battle is always different than when you're there and then when you watch them on camera. It may feel like it's crazy in the room, but when you watch it, you be like, yeah. Or vice versa. It may seem alright in the room, but then when you watch it, you be like, this was a slugfest. So I'm gonna review that one next. And again, like I said, if y'all got any past battles that you're interested in me doing a breakdown on, just let me know and I'll do it. Even if it is a body bag. If you want to see me break down, you know, any battle, let me know. If you like it enough, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to support the BRL, man. And you know, because they family, and I want to help out as much as I can. So whatever y'all want me to do, just let me know. You know, you can download my Project Guilty Pleasures if you haven't already. Buy you a Weekend Affair shirt, my Man Familiar Match. That link is in the description box. My Guilty Pleasures EP in the description box. Subscribe to Barbarian Rap League if you haven't already. It's in the description box. Just support everybody, man. Like, you know, beat my man Chaos joint. Watch Truth Battles. Get that from Niggas to Gods. Download Spade's No Days Off mixtape. Just support everybody, man. Like, we gotta support each other out here. So, until next time, appreciate it.
Like seats to the deep, straight to the buggy like 3 drinks a piece. Got them in shock when they see in my sneaks. They ask who I get them, I tell them what for. They tell me the noodles like Vietnamese. To my enemies, please keep it cordial for all round now. I just wanna have a good night. I ain't tryna buck heads unless it's bars downtown.